The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of its hosts, guests, or callers, and do not necessarily represent the opinions of WTBR-FM, its management, other producers, or sponsors.
Lemon, osmosis, carbonated, filtered, distilled. See?
Welcome to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. I am your super waterman, your ambassador for water. We're here at 89.7 WTBR-FM, Pittsfield Community Radio. We are the center of the water conversation in the entire world. Right here in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, it's emanating to all four corners
The abundance of water.
of the road,
The fool will get
of the world.
thirsty.
We got all four corners of the world going on. And that's really what water is all about. It turns that water, that road, into round shapes of roundedness. Gets us taken care of. Takes care of all things H2O. I'm your super waterman, ambassador for water. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. Thanks so much for listening to us, getting us on podcast, getting us live every Tuesday at 2 o'clock here at 89.7 WTBR-FM, Pittsfield Community Radio. Got some water tunes coming up for you. First one up is a really great tune by Mass Wolf, Astronaut in the Ocean. It's kind of like how I feel every now and then.
No. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe it. She keep playing me dumb, I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental, let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought, no flow rain wasn't pouring down. See, that pain was all around, see, my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn, flow was cool but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge, I'm everything like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it. Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Put it in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plane? Both hands together, God, let me pray. I been going right around, call that relay. Pass the baton, back in the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. Want a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break yo. They say that I'm so fine, you could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
I am still living with your ghost, lonely and dreaming of the West Coast. I don't wanna be your downtime, I don't wanna be your again with my big black boots and an old suitcase. I do believe I'll find myself a new place. I don't wanna be the bad guy. I don't wanna do your sleepwalk dance anymore. I just wanna see some palm trees. I will try to shake away this disease. We could live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breaker, watch the world die. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breaker, watch the world die. I am still dreaming of your face, hungry and hollow for all the things you took away. I don't wanna be your good time. I don't wanna be your fallback crutch anymore. Walk right out into a brand new day. It's seen rising in my own weird way. I don't wanna be the bad guy. I don't wanna do your sleepwalk dance anymore. I just wanna feel some sunshine. I just wanna find some place to belong. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breaker, watch the world die. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breaker, watch the world die. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breaker, watch the world die. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breaker, watch the world die. Yeah, watch the world die. Yeah, watch the world die. Whoa, yeah, watch the world die. Yeah, watch the world die.
You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. I am your super waterman, ambassador for water. That was Santa Monica by Everclear. It seems kind of appropriate. Should we all go out on a pier and watch the world die? Nah. I'm standing up for water, so I'm seeing a lot of people doing the same. Really excited about that. You know, I had an opportunity just a couple of hours ago to speak with a friend of mine, a new friend, in this cause for regeneration, which means bringing some aliveness into the space. Had a chance to have an initial discussion with Courtney Gilardi, who is like leading the charge with many residents of Pittsfield and beyond. The Pittsfield cell tower concerned citizens, and we had a conversation, and I'll be interviewing her next week on the show, so it's really exciting to kind of preview what our initial discussions were. And it's like water. So let's take, for instance, water being the ultimate conductor. It conducts every piece of energy: thought, emotion, electricity, heat. Water is the ultimate conductor. So let's say we have these snowfalls, and then we also have these 5G towers, cell towers, that are causing, or some say that are causing, some issues for people. So let's say there's snow on the ground. Does that snow become like a conductor for this energy. It has to go somewhere according to the law of thermodynamics. So does that water, that frozen water, does that conduct as well? And does it increase the conduction? That's a good question to ponder as everybody, including myself, gets more and more addicted to our cell phones and our 5G service. At what cost? So I'll be on a show next week speaking with Courtney Gilardi of the Pittsfield Cell Tower Concerned Citizens Group. And it's quite an interesting topic, so I think it merits discussion. So tune in next week when we talk to Courtney and have that conversation one-on-one so you could hear it. It's really exciting. We're here on And So It Flows, the only show for H2O. We have a really awesome little bit of poetry here by Alfred Tennyson. It's called Sweetwater. His resolve upbore him, and firm faith and evermore prayer from a living source within the will, and beating up through all the bitter world like fountains of sweet water in the sea, kept him a living soul. That was Sweetwater by Alfred Tennyson. We got some more music coming your way. This is actually going to be a tune called Cold Water, and by Major Lazer, Justin Bieber, off the Cold Water album. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. Isn't that great? That was supposed to be Cold Water, and it turned out to be Blue Danube water, so we're going to go into Cold Water like I promised. This is Major Lazer and Justin Bieber. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know. What else can we do when we're feeling low? So take a deep breath and let it go. You shouldn't be drowning on your own. And if you feel you're sinking, I will jump right over into cold, cold water for you. And although time may take us into different places, I will still be patient with you. And I hope you know I won't let go. I'll be your lifeline tonight. I won't let go. I'll be your lifeline tonight. 'Cause we all get lost sometimes, you know. It's how we learn and how we grow. And I wanna lay with you till I'm old. Oh, you shouldn't be fighting on your own. And if you feel you're sinking, I will jump right over into cold, cold water for you. And although time may take us into different places, I will still be patient with you. And I hope you know I won't let go. I won't let go. No, 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 I'll be your lifeline tonight. I won't let go.
so bad I got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Wanna see my baby again, wanna be with some of my friends, maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happy times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Had that boy of mine by my side, the silver moon and the evening tide, oh, some sweet day gonna take away this hurting inside. Will I never be blue? My dreams come true. On Blue
You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. I am your super waterman, Leslie Gabriel, your ambassador for water. We're here at 89.7 WTBR-FM, Pittsfield Community Radio, your source for water all around the world, right here from the Berkshires. Super excited. A little bit of water news, more cultural than any other thing. Christmas week got underway, and that new film, Avatar: The Way of Water, collected $16.2 million this past Monday, at the domestic box office, on par with the film 13 years ago. And James Cameron's new big-budget tentpole from 20th Century Studios and Disney opened to $134 million in North America this past weekend, and $441 million worldwide. Avatar 2, The Way of Water is also going to be something going on in Pittsfield on January 26th. A series of water-related organizations and companies are coming together. This is actually being hosted by the Beacon Cinema. It's really exciting. They're going to be putting on what's called the Water Celebration Awards. That's on January 26th at the Beacon. Early bird tickets are coming out soon, but the bottom line is money is going to be raised for different water groups around the region. We're going to have a special guest, Jerry Ensminger, who's going to be talking about how and what he did to help bring accountability to the Camp Lejeune water mess that happened a while back. And that he'll be making a special thing there. It'll be some dance, food, all sorts of really cool stuff. That'll be in Pittsfield on January 26th. And we'll also be seeing Avatar 2, The Way of Water, at the end of all that wonderfulness. There's going to be some Irish dancing. There's going to be some poetry. We're looking to see if we can gather more. We're going to have tabling. Super cool. And that's going to be hosted by the Beacon Theater on the 26th. So stay tuned for more information on that. And James Cameron. In my view, James Cameron gave a gift, a cultural gift, to bring water to the masses. And what an opportunity. And it's a great opportunity for people involved in water. So I'm looking forward to that event. Bottom line, it's all about water here all the time. We got some water quotes coming soon, a little bit of water news coming at the bottom of the hour. And you're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. Before we came on talking yapping, Blue Bayou was playing by Linda Ronstadt. And we got another tune coming up from Scotty McCreery, and this is called Water Tower Town. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O.
Tower Town, everybody waves. Church doors are the only thing that's open on Sundays. Word travels fast, wheels turn slow. Yeah, working hard and living right is the only life we know. Friday night football is king, sweet tea goes good with anything. The fireflies come out when the sun goes down. Nobody eats till you say amen, and everybody knows your mom and them. You can see who loves who for miles around in a water tower town. Well, your friend's your friend, and your word's your word. And our pickup trucks, they ain't for looks, they're made for work. Corn grows high, crime stays low. There's little towns everywhere where everybody knows. Friday night football is king, sweet tea goes good with anything. And the girls come out when the sun goes down. Nobody eats till you say amen, and everybody knows your mom and them. You can see who loves who for miles around in a water tower town. Sweet tea goes good with anything. Peace and quiet makes such a beautiful sound. And nobody eats till you say amen, and everybody knows your mom and them. You can see who loves who for miles around in a water tower town. Yeah, in a water tower town.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Early in the morning we'll be starting out. Some honeys will be coming along. We're
I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah. I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. That was Natasha Benningfield singing Unwritten. You know, feel the rain on your skin. Can we get reconnected to that, which is that kind of natural and that kind of surrendering to the future that you can create? Love water. Love water. It's such a great tool for language. It's great for all sorts of meaning to come across. And right before Natasha Benningfield, we had Water Tower Town with Scotty McCreery, and that was off the Clear All Day album. And it's amazing how this part of the Berkshires is kind of like that. In some towns, you have a water tower town, and you actually have an opportunity to get to know people and create some level of community. Water towers, cell towers. We'll be having that cell tower conversation next week, talking about water and cell towers. Next week, when we have on board Courtney Gilardi of the Pittsfield group that is fighting the cell towers. So Pittsfield Concerned Citizens, I believe they're called. So she'll be on next week as we discuss, right before the new year, ways to reconnect with that which is around us, and ultimately reconnecting with the water. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. Just a quick note, not every thought coming from my mouth is shared in equal pieces with everyone here at this station. The group that actually runs this show has one particular frame of mind. Our guests have a particular frame of mind, but that isn't representatively shared by everyone here at the station, including sponsors, including staff. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. Excited to be here. A little bit of news. This is some indigenous news that's coming from out in Colorado. 100-year tragedy for tribes in the Colorado River Basin. The Colorado River Basin is home to 30 nations, 30 indigenous nations. Despite having senior water rights, there are still many tribal communities without running water. And this is coming from Deseret News. A little bit of this. On the Navajo Nation, something as simple as a frozen hose can be a barrier to having water to drink. A reality that Melcita Stanley dealt with on a chilly November morning as she pulled back her truck to a free well outside of Monument Valley. She tried tightening the hose clamp, but the water pressure couldn't push the ice out. She grabbed a steel pipe wrench from her truck and beat the frozen section, but it was still clogged. She detached it and smacked it on the pavement, but to no avail. Finally, she called her cousin, who luckily arrived a few minutes later with his own hose. So, on the Navajo Nation's land, frozen water pipe is going to have them without water. So that might be something to have a conversation about and make a difference for. And that's from Deseret News. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. And this is From the Grave, a water quote coming from Steve Jobs. I'm wondering if this was a little bit of a ding at one of his rivals, Bill Gates. It's like giving a glass of ice water to somebody in hell about iTunes on a Windows computer. Steve Jobs. A little bit of a water quote. Ice because it's winter. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. We're here at 89.7 WTBR-FM, Pittsfield Community Radio. and also available on podcast via Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Amazon Audible, as well as Apple Music. You're listening to And So It Flows. We got another tune, and this is coming from Ween. It's the tune Ocean Man.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man and by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the open man? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form raised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man. Take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man and by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the open man? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form raised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man.
We were at a party. The deer load fell in the deep. Someone reached in and grabbed it. What a raw lobster! What lobster? What lobster? We were at the beach. Everybody had matching towels. Somebody went under a dock, and there they saw a rock. It wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster. Rock lobster. Rock lobster.
You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. I am Leslie Gabriel, your super waterman, ambassador for water, here every Tuesday at 2 p.m. at WTBR-FM, Pittsfield Community Radio, the epicenter of the water conversation around the planet. So if you have any thoughts on any of this, you may want to reach out to us via email. And so it flows, all spelled out, ANDSOFLOWS at gmail.com, and so it flows at gmail.com. And like the why am I doing this? It's around the holidays, and most people are off, but water never takes the day off, and water is always flexible, and water is always here to serve. And it's probably the only element, the better we take care of it, the better it takes care of us. It's pretty simple for instant karma. Instant karma when it comes to water. Doesn't mean that we're better than anybody else. Doesn't mean that, you're doing anything wrong. It's more about where are we connected to this ultimate source of life. Super excited to be here with you. We got some tunes coming your way. Next week we're going to have a really exciting guest, Courtney Gilardi. She'll be talking about cell towers and all that, and how it's connected to water, and the whole issue around Pittsfield, and what is this 5G anyway? Probably the first that most people even are concerned, and it took a 2.5-year snow globe moment. A snow globe, how you shake it up, all that snow. It's 2.5 years, and finally we're ready to hear with our ears wide open. And Leonardo had something to say about that. Leonardo da Vinci. Water is the driving force of all nature. That's brought to us by Leonardo da Vinci. There's another cool quote. I'm going to grab this one too. Nothing is softer or more flexible than water, yet nothing can resist it. Lao Tzu. That's kind of like how I feel these days. Nothing is softer or more flexible than water, yet nothing can resist it. And coming up in January 26th is going to be the Water Celebration Awards. It's through the grapevine that we hear that one of the world's best potters / ceramic artists, Daniel Bello, based in Great Barrington, he's going to be making the awards for the Water Celebration Awards night, which is actually going to be January 26th. You'll hear more about that from other venues. We'll be watching Avatar, having some food. It'll be kind of fun. All that. In the meantime, got some more water tunes coming your way. This one is really great because it comes from a really actually quite classic group that most people know the words to even now. Most people know more about the Beatles as a group than we'd know about whatever happened in Dealey Plaza in 1963. But more paperwork is coming out on that, so why is there a water connection? Because John F. Kennedy said the person who handles water as an issue deserves both the Nobel Peace Prize and the Nobel Prize for Science. So game on, John. I'm with you. Here's Octopus's Garden by the Beatles. You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O here at 89.7 WTBR Pittsfield Community Radio in lovely Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. He'd let us in, knows where we've been in his octopus's garden in the shade. I'd ask my friends to come and see an octopus's garden with me. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. We would be warm below the storm in our little hideaway beneath the waves, resting our head on the seabed in an octopus's garden near a cave. We would sing and dance around because we know we can't be found. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Shout and swim about the coral that lies beneath the waves. Oh, what joy for every girl and boy, knowing they're happy and they're safe. We would be so happy, you and me, no one there to tell us what to do. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you.
Baby beluga in the deep blue sea, swim so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and the sea below, and a little white whale on the go. Baby beluga, baby beluga, is the water warm? Is your mama home with you so happy? Way down yonder where the dolphins play, where you dive and splash all day. Waves rolling and the waves roll out, see the water squirting out of your spout. Baby beluga, oh baby beluga, sing your little song, sing for all your friends, we like to hear. You're home and fed, curl up snug in your water bed. Moon is shining and the stars are out. Good night, little whale, good night. baby beluga, oh baby beluga. With tomorrow's sun, another day's begun. You'll soon be waking, baby beluga in the deep blue sea. Swim so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and the sea below, and a little white whale on the go. You're just a little white whale on the go.
You're listening to And So It Flows, your only show for H2O. I am here with you. And So It Flows is your only show for water. We're here at 89.7 WTBR-FM in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. 89.7 on your FM dial, and also available on podcast on Stitcher, Google, Amazon, and Apple. So check us out all around the world. Got a growing, water-loving listening audience. Happy to be with you next week. We're going to have Courtney Gilardi on our show, and we're going to check out with this final song, which is really cool, and it's by the Johnson Boys, Boil the Cabbage Down. And thanks so much for joining us this week. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy everybody, happy pagan, happy Wiccan, happy atheism, happy all. It is Christmas. And it is all that holiday season.
The only song that I can sing is boil them cabbage down. Boil them cabbage down, down, turn them over, pigs brown. The only song that I can sing is boil them cabbage down.
Jack took Jill way up the hill where he thought no one could reach her. But Jack came down with a broken crown. Jill was a judo teacher.
Boil them cabbage down, down, turn them over, pigs brown. The only song that I can sing is boil them cabbage down. Hickory dickory dock, the mice ran up the clock. The clock struck one, but the other one got off with minor injuries. Boil them cabbage down, down, turn them over, pigs brown. The only song that I can sing is boil them cabbage down.
Brother is a butcher, he really is a jerk. He backed into the grinder and got a little behind in his work.
Boil them cabbage down, down, turn them old cakes brown. The only song that I can sing is boil them cabbage down. Boil them cabbage down, down, turn them old cakes brown. The only song that I can sing is boil them cabbages down.
Cabbage Down by the Johnson Boys. Gotta love them. Thanks again for tuning in. Your only show for H2O and So It Flows here at WTBR-FM. See you next week. Talk to you next week. And love your water.
Sparkling water, lemon, osmosis, carbonated, filtered, distilled. See, we in trouble. Water, water. Water, water. Water, water. the abundance of water, the fool will get thirsty.